All right, so we'll get right into the papers. And Mr. Dapper Like a Rapper is here with me. Yeah. And you see today, when you see the look, you understand when I say Dapper Like a Rapper. Yeah. That's for
King David.
Yeah, what they have to.
King David. Good morning.
Yeah. It's a good morning.
It actually is. I feel good because today I got here and then your namesake, David Dono.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me a creamy warm mug
of
really? Choco goodness.
Oh, really?
So,
wow. Hey, this father side, mother side.
It's the first time he's done that, actually. I'm surprised. I'm wondering why, but yeah. If you know a job man, you know a job man.
I know,
so
right?
It's fine. Yeah, but big shouts to David, man.
But you know what I noticed this morning on my way to work? I noticed that it's the first time in probably 3 months that I've actually seen the sunrise, like proper sunrise, and you see golden, reddish sun on the horizon coming up.
And you don't know why?
Oh, no, the season has changed now. I mean, we are transitioning.
No. I mean, you are being scientific.
That's my science background. That's
Jifa is your co-host this morning.
Oh, I see.
She came with the sun.
Oh, I see. Well,
you understand? Yeah.
Jifa, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes,
all right, let's start off with the Daily Graphic front page. Major story says public lands secure. Minister assures nation. This is coming out of the press briefing yesterday. Other stories, Alan Kwadwo Chamatin is speaking here, says, I'll build prosperous nation. Togbe Afede is also speaking, says, present circumstance must influence your vote. Now, inflation eases to 20.9% in July. Food inflation also declines sharply. If food inflation will continue to decline, then that's some great news. We'll be happy with that. Now, Quantum New Gas committed to cylinder recirculation. And GJA, that's the Ghana Journalists Association, is 75 today.
Oh, wow.
Hooray!
Yeah, that's many years of, a lot of work having been done, And
I'm sure there are a number of activities lined up for the celebration.
Kudos to us.
Yeah. Happy birthday to all of us.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the front page of the Daily Graphic. Back page has a story from Talo, Ghana. And then, of course, there's the See Something, Say Something campaign being intensified in the Upper East region. That's it for the Daily Graphic this morning.
Yeah. I saw a video on social media a couple of days ago, and there was a policeman with a megaphone.
Around circle.
And talking to people and saying when you see
should be
something,
careful, they should be vigilant.
Bags,
when you see something, say something.
I was kind of impressed by that because these are some of the things that we need to be doing and regularly, not just.
I don't know if it's official, it's a directive given to me, or it's an individual's initiative, but it was good to see. It's just that the TikTok boys are not happy, the cycle boys are not happy. Charlie, it's a small job. But
we for sanitize the system, so that one.
I mean,
I think it's important.
But I thought it was great. It was quite impressive to watch.
Okay, let's take a look at the Ghanaian Times. And on the front page, we have alleged land grabbing by political class. Will publish list of public lands. Land Minister promises and insists public lands are safe, intact, and secure. Okay, so this promise of publication of the list has happened some time ago, and we're still waiting. So, he still says it will be published and soon. So we're hoping to see that happen soon. Kolebu Renal Unit to resume outpatient services next week. Okay, that's
about
good news
time.
there. Yeah, it's been too long. Tidal waves wreak havoc at Shama. And a lot of our coastal lines, the Anglo side has been struggling now. Shama is coming up.
Even in Shama, I must say that we did have this story. We carried the story, I think, over the weekend or the previous weekend on the ChannelOne newsroom at 8 p.m. And if you see the level of devastation, if they point to you where houses were and how far in the sea has traveled, it's amazing. And the level of destruction. Listen, in the next few years, the people living on that coastline, They'll need to find somewhere else or risk being washed away by the sea. It's that serious. Our correspondent, Akosi Ejenimu, was there. He flew the drone over the area, and David, the level of distraction is, I don't know what we're doing, whether we're going to put up a sea defense on that stretch.
But there's a lot of work that has been done already in Sekondi and Takoradi along the coast. So I'm not sure why we just don't complete the entire thing and protect the entire shoreline. And
I don't know what studies we're doing, but if we feel this is not the sea defense thing, it's not the answer to the erosion being caused by the sea, maybe there's another approach we should be looking at. Other than that, the only option we would have left is to relocate the people from there.
Yeah, but you see, we can't also afford for the land to be
washed away just like that.
Already we have land issues.
Exactly. And there's a lot happening already regarding climate change and its impact on nature. You understand? So we should be able to put in some mitigating measures that will help address or reduce the impact of such
and
instances.
Unfortunately, the challenge we have in Africa is, and when I say Africa, I'm not talking about the entire continent, but West Africa in particular, West and Central Africa, is the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean behaves very differently from all the other oceans, and so the aggressive washing away of the shore doesn't happen along in the Indian Ocean, doesn't happen in the Pacific Ocean. It's the Atlantic Ocean that is critically, the one that noticeably is
exactly. So these are pictures of the Anlo community in Shama, and you can see the level of devastation. This is not a demolition exercise by the assembly or anything.
It's the sea that has done this.
This is the impact of the sea. And so if you see how the devastation is ongoing, then clearly somebody should be alarmed. Somebody should be up and doing. Somebody should be putting in measures to reduce the impact of the tidal waves in that community. And of course, along the entire coast of Ghana. Just look at this. This is what water has done. I don't know if we're going back to the days of Noah and his ark, but if we're not careful,
we really need to put the sea defense in place. Because I think that what has happened, and Takoradi and Sekondi are one of the places that I love to visit. And what I noticed some years ago when that sea defense was built, the land and the soil, like behind the defense, is intact.
Exactly.
Nothing.
So that means it works.
It works. Do you see?
So
it
we should
works.
Extend it.
Yeah, and there are places along the shore that the defense has been built. The road is very close to the shore. The road is not touched because the defense is working.
We've seen this in the Volta
so we know
region.
this. So let's do it and do the entire coast. Let's just do the entire coastline.
We want people to die, and then we'll come and sit here and then pretend to be mourning.
Anyway.
That's what we want.
Anyway, the Ghana Health Service is heightening surveillance to detect monkeypox cases. We spoke about that yesterday briefly as well. It's a very serious situation.
It is.
Very, very, very serious situation.
We're hoping it doesn't get here. But on the continent, it's doing its own thing. There's been over 400,000 deaths. 400,000 deaths recorded already, and especially among children.
And monkeypox is very aggressive. So it's not something we want to joke with at all. Good news on the back page. Asphalt overlay on Obechebe Lamte interchange progressing steadily. So there's a beautiful picture there of the the interchange that's going on there. So hopefully they'll finish soon and that place will be open for.
Hopefully resources are available.
Well, the way they are going, it looks it's like money camp. So
then it should be spread across so that all the others are also completed.
Let's do this one first.
One after the other.
Let's finish it.
Anyways, I'll take you to the Chronicle newspaper now. It says Stateland capture tag is politically motivated. This is according to the Lands and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abdullahi Jinapor. Campaign on prudence, not populism. IFS urges a government. NPP to launch manifesto of lies. This is according to John Dramani Mahama. He said in the north that the election will be about Truth and Lies.
Yeah.
And we've heard from the MPP that it will be about light and darkness.
Yeah.
So, the war is on. So we'll see how it goes. But that's it for the Chronicle newspaper. The back page has a number of sports stories, and it's exciting to know that the EPL is almost here. First game is on Friday. It will be live on 97.3 City FM.
Yeah.
We call it a Premier League on City.
It's going to be exciting.
Exciting. And then we have a road show, right? On Sunday.
Yes,
at the plus 233.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there. Will you be there?
Nah, I'm on leave, man. I'm taking it easy.
Don't worry, the rest of Ghana will be there. you see videos of us on social media.
I'll watch it on social media.
But it promises to be exciting. So on Sunday, yes, you might want to join us at plus 233 for that Premier League Roadshow. This will be the first for the season. We want to start off in grand style. So we want to see all of you there.
Yeah.
And of course, the games will be live on 97.3. All the action, all the commentary, all the analysis, pre and post. I mean, it just promises to be amazing. I can't wait for this season. It will
be amazing. I mean, and this season will be interesting.
Yeah, clearly.
I think that a lot of the teams, people are saying that, well, Pep will be Pep. But
of course, Pep is Pep.
But I think that this season, people will give him a run for his money.
Yeah.
People will give him a run for his money. And I think that a lot of teams fancy themselves having figured him out.
They've always done that.
Dude,
They've always thought they figured him out. But at the end of the day, we all know who is king.
Well, we're going to see what's going to happen.
I was really looking forward for him to leave. When he said he was leaving, I was looking forward for him to leave, bro. Pep is a thorn in the flesh.
Yeah, but yeah. No, but this year, no. Man City will be unseated.
I doubt.
No, no, at least.
I doubt.
Any cup, but not the league.
I doubt.
You doubt it?
I doubt.
I think they'll be unseated.
Pep is even looking to do another treble before he goes out.
No. I think they'll be unseated. It's gonna be Arsenal. Arsenal will give them a run for their money.
Listen, I am an Arsenal fan through and through. I am a Ghana for life.
Okay.
And we've seen what he's done to us.
Yeah.
If not in the past, at least in the last 2 seasons. You see the last minute takeover he does.
Yeah, but you see, he also has players that have grit. Yes. So that by the time everybody's exhausted, they seem to have a second or third wind in them.
And that's the thing about Pep.
Yeah.
He doesn't only build a team with qualities on the pitch.
Yeah.
He builds a team with spirit.
Yeah.
He gives you that winning spirit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you never give up. And you're always there to rise to the occasion.
Pep should just leave Liverpool England also fancy his chances. So we
Pep,
to be
beg you, leave England. Why? Well, there are some other stories. The New Finder this morning is reporting on Quantum Sage New Gas refuting claims of foreign ownership. Inflation rate slowing down for 4th consecutive month to 20.9% in July. Wages, jobs to increase as industry sector expands by 6.8%. This is according to Deloitte. Government set to publish list of public lands leased since 1993. Jinapor speaking. And rethinking tertiary education services, making private universities in Ghana accessible and affordable. I'm sure there's an article or a feature in the New Finder.
All right. So I have the Daily Guide here, and the Daily Guide says, release provisional voter register NDC to EC. Public land safe, secure. And that's Jinapor speaking. Ghana will be better under my husband. This is coming from Samira. Okay. And we have, you've transformed policing in Africa. And it has a photograph there of the IGP, Dr. George Ekuffo-Dampare, is photographed with Major General David Taluvu, retired. So there. And then WHO declares monkeypox global health emergency. So this is where we find ourselves with the monkeypox.
And we should be serious about it.
Yeah.
The Ghana Health Service has said that surveillance and monitoring is one of the measures they are implementing to as part of their readiness for monkeypox, and we hope that they intensify it. We also know that there's been a meeting, continent meeting, regarding this, and of course, they've taken into consideration the threat it poses And so hopefully they institute measures.
Yeah.
We don't even want a single case here because already we are dealing with the other one, the dengue fever.
Yeah.
Dengue fever cases rising already. And we understand.
And we've had recent cases of COVID also coming up.
Exactly.
So
we understand monkeypox is actually very expensive to treat. Yeah. So yeah, hoping and praying, but of course, in the flesh we need to do what we need to do.
Yeah, we have to be careful as well.
To be careful and then not. Anyways, Daily Post this morning says Vice President Bawumia now speaking like an opposition leader because he has failed. This is former President Mahama speaking on day 2 of his Volta regional tour. Election 2024, NDC demands the release of provisional voter register. Ejapade Togbe Afede confirms Chebi Mafia, in quote, have gone after his business. That's the Daily Post.
Okay. We have the Anchor newspaper. And Anchor says, 10,400-seater TNA Stadium opens tomorrow. Resident Hill MP for significant role. Hold vigil tonight. Okay, so I guess they're holding a vigil in the stadium, or where are they going to hold the vigil?
Which stadium is this?
TNA? Yeah, it says TNA.
TNA.
Yeah,
okay.
TNA. So a quick bite on that story there. The much awaited 10,400-seater newly built TNA stadium in Sintakwa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mekuduka.
Mekuduka, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Sports stadium at Takwa in the Western region is set to be officially commissioned tomorrow, Friday, August 16th, in a grand style to allow sporting activities to take place. The historic opening of the edifice, funded by Goldfields Ghana Foundation, at the cost of about $16.2 million US, is expected to be attended by hundreds of football fans from the region, football administrators, commentators, officials of government, GFA, among others.
Wow, it's good. I mean, we need more of such facilities.
So the multi-purpose stadium described as the brainchild of the MP of the area, that's George Mekuduka.
Yeah. He's a deputy lands and natural resources minister.
Yes.
I mean, kudos to him, good going. We want to see more of such facilities. But after construction, maintenance. You see, it's becoming proverbial of us, and we don't want that. We want to enjoy the proverbial Ghanaian hospitality like that.
Yes.
Let's not add a proverbial poor maintenance culture. We don't like that one. So let's do our best to maintain some of these facilities. Not a good thing at all.
Yeah. There's just a couple of other headlines here. It says businessman cites Deputy IGP, 8 others for contempt, as court to jail them. And Catholic priest apologizes after leading a Seda hit song at church.
I won't
comment on that.
I can only imagine if he had sung adult music in
it's
the church.
It's an inspirational song, but it's not a gospel song. So really,
well, it doesn't always have to be a gospel
song. I'm just saying
sometimes
that
people need some inspiration.
No, but people are in church. So
sometimes all we need is a little inspiration, just a little upliftment.
I won't weigh in on this one.
I don't think it was a prepared or planned something. It was on the spur of the moment. It just dropped during the sermon or whatever he was doing. Perhaps it was the pressure in the song.
Anyway.
ABC newspaper says land grabbing allegations baseless. Jinapor clears the air. Napo thanks Manshia South NPP for 16 years of support. Tax exemptions impacting negatively on Ghana's tax revenue. This is according to the World Bank. That's it for the ABC newspaper.
Okay. And let me give you the business analyst. But on the back page of the Anchor newspaper, we have the Literacy Challenge, grand finale. Yeah, they're showcasing it here. It's happening live on Saturday.
Yes.
So you can see that the Anchor has
captured it nicely.
Captured it.
I think yesterday the Herald also captured it on the back page. Also beautiful. Yeah. Thanks to the Herald and of course the Anchor newspaper.
Yeah.
And of course we will be there at the Alisa Hotel.
Yes.
But unfortunately, strictly by invitation. But you can always join us right here on ChannelOne Television.
Absolutely.
And watch these brilliant minds go at it for that. The bragging rights, and of course that 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Yep.
All right.
I have the business analyst here, and it says GJA is 75 years old today, holds commemorative lecture on AI at La Palm Royal. Inflation for July drops to 20.9%, marks fourth consecutive month of decline. I am looking for the day when inflation will be in single figures. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, because...
Well, that's a long way from here.
Hopefully not too long, but yeah.
It is a long way. We have to face the realities.
Inflation is dragging its feet.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to drop.
I mean, it's been consistent for 4 months, dropping, but it's quite far from getting into single digits. It's at 20.9%.
Yeah.
What I am looking forward to more is for food inflation.
But we came from 54.
Yes, we did.
So
when? How long ago?
If we are
and what measures
now,
have been instituted? Is this as a result of a natural occurrence, or there's a deliberate attempt to make sure that inflation drops?
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
And if there's a deliberate measure being instituted, then same must be applied to food inflation. Because you see, David, whether we like it or not, that is where the biggest problem is now.
Yeah. Food inflation.
You understand?
Yeah.
And all that is hinged on factors such as the currency depreciation, the increasing cost of fuel, transportation to and from the farms to market centers.
Yeah.
We should be looking at all that. You get it? So that at least, if there's a proper significant drop, it eases the burden on all of us. Charlie, our pockets are bleeding.
Well, on that note, there's a headline in the paper, and it's on page 3, and it says Ghana ranks 8th in economic stability and investment climate in Africa. Yeah, so out of how many countries? What, 54? So we rank 8th. Okay, well, the story that says the inflation drops to
20.9%.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to just make a quick comment on, there's one other story in here from the World Bank. World Food Program and the Ghana Statistical Service have signed an MOU. I'm trying to locate where that story is. But yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead.
All right, Political Digest this morning has quite a number of NPP stories. NPP to paint Tadi in red, white, and blue colors as party launches manifesto on Sunday. Yep, the NPP will be in Takoradi, and of course it will be live here on ChannelOne TV as well. So you'd want to stay tuned through to Sunday and beyond to catch that. NDC continues to steal ideas, says Miracles Abuaje. Baumia is never corrupt. Napo tells Manasseh Azure, and there's a picture of the two of them. Manasseh Azure Awuni and of course Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe on the front page of the Political Digest.
Okay, so quick one here. Let me just give you what it says. It's actually on page 5 of the business analyst. It says the Ghana Statistical Service and the World Food Program have joined forces to add food security and nutrition challenges to address food security and nutrition challenges in Ghana. Two institutions solidified their commitment by signing a memorandum of understanding on Wednesday, 14th of August in Accra. The purpose of the MOU is to develop a strategic partnership for collaborative evidence generation on food security and nutrition to inform national policy and programs in Ghana. Okay, that's what I have.
Right. There's a number of stories in the B and FT as well. Inflation eases to 20.9% in July 2024. Investor demand weakens for treasury auctions. Quantum rejects foreign ownership claims, underlines investment in domestic LPG infrastructure. And for insurance, there's innovative insurance solutions aimed at social impact crucial for coverage growth. But on the food security issue, there's a story here. It's carried on page 8 of the paper. And I want to dwell a bit on this due to what we read from yesterday regarding a looming shortage over drought, right? So page 8 of the BNFT says, Northern Middle Belt Agric Zone in crisis as drought army worms ravage farms. The story is by Wisdom Johnny Nwekpe. And it says hectares of maize and other cereal cultivations in the northern sector of the country are currently being destroyed by drought, leaving farmers scrambling for solutions to save their livelihoods. Now, BNFT sources indicate that arid conditions in the northern belt are currently worse in the maize fields of the Sisala district in the Upper West, and many parts of the northern region where hundreds of hectares of farmland have been desiccated and destroyed by the ongoing heat waves. Since June of this year, the state of maize farms in the northern region, possibly the worst in the last decade, has left many farmers shocked as they scramble to find makeshift solutions to salvage the situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is very interesting because...
and worrying as well.
Since June, yes, and very worrying.
Yeah.
Since June, we've had a lot of rains in Accra, a lot of rains, and the weather has been cool, and most mornings are cloudy and all that.
Until Jifa came out this morning with the sun, but yeah, I mean, continue.
Anyway, thank you, Dada.
Like I said yesterday, we don't need too much rain in Accra, just a little bit to keep us cool and all. It should rain in the food-growing areas, the food baskets, so we have enough food. And ultimately bring down the food inflation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too, David. And say hi to Jifa when she comes.
All right.